Let's perform the non-inverting amplifier using operational amplifier. I'll just put a VLAB uh, non-inverting amplifier. Just Google it. So I get a very first link of IIT Kharagpur. I'll just go for IIT Kharagpur virtual lab where the basic electronics group is there. In that experiment 17 is there. So it says study of basic properties of operational amplifier, inverting and non-inverting amplifier. So please go through the theory behind this one. Very well it is explained that inverting amplifier, non-inverting amplifier, how the gain, internal uh, block diagram, you can say equivalent diagram of operational amplifier, then how the gain has been derived here, how we have reached minus Rf upon R1 gain, and for non-inverting 1 plus Rf upon R1. This is very well explained here. So students are suggested to go through this theory. Then see the procedure, how the connections are to be made, how L1, L2, L3, L4 like that, this connection, how the values of register to be selected, it is given. Please go through that and then go for simulation. So in the simulation itself, you will see two experiments, study of basic properties of operational amplifier, inverting and non-inverting. So let us select non-inverting operational amplifier. Now what do you observe here? You see here the op amp is there, register is there, R1, RF, ground is there, input is there. So in this way you need to connect. Now we are going for non-inverting amplifier. So we'll need to connect accordingly. So let us connect this one. That I want to connect. Yes. See how when I have dragged this one, this connection I need to put on a feedback inverting amplifier, inverting terminal. Similarly, output RF should be connected to output. Now this R1 I must connect it to inverting terminal, and as it is a non-inverting amplifier I must ground this R1. So I will connect this to here. Now what is remaining? That I should provide a input to the non-inverting terminal. So this is the input voltage signal which I am connected to non-inverting. Now in my opinion the connection is okay. Internally plus VCC and minus V is connected. Now I need to check whether the connection is proper or not. So you need to connect, check why this one, check connection. So what it is giving, right connection. If it is a right connection, I'll go for selecting the values of resistance and R1 and RF. So let us say I select a R1 value as, here the values are changing. So I'll select a 1 kilo ohm, and RF, let's say I'm selecting as some, let's say 10. Okay, I have chosen 10. So theoretically 1 plus Rf upon R1 means it should gain should be theoretically 11. So although the simulation works in similar in tune with the theory, but practically the values come very different. Let us see. Now we'll provide different input voltages and just assume that the input voltages are given in a millivolt. So in this way I can change the voltages and accordingly the output voltage is changing. So see how much is voltage, minus 15. Let's say I'm selecting from some minus 10. Okay, minus 10 volt. Accordingly see what is the voltage, minus 1.09. It is coming as a output voltage. Now just I'll add it to the table. So you can see here when I have given minus 10, it is giving me minus 110. As it is multiplied with the 11, we are getting minus 110. Now it is not 110 volt, but it is in the millivolt, you can say. In this way you can vary the input voltage. Let's say I'm just giving the, let's say minus 5 volt, and then I'm checking this is the output voltage. Okay, I'm adding it to the table. I'm getting these values. For minus, again it is coming minus 55. Then I'm changing, let's say I'll just try for a 0 volt. 0 volt, again I'm adding. For 0 I'm getting 0. So as it is a theoretical one, I am getting actual 0 volt, but you know, due to offset voltage, there is a possibility that some voltage may be there in the millivolt or like that, although we have not offset minimized it. Now, similarly, I'll check for plus 5 volt. So for plus 5 volt, let's see what is the output voltage. I am getting as 55 millivolt. And then the last, let's say 10 volt. For 10 volt of input voltage, what is the output voltage? In this way, I am getting 110. I can plot it. Let's say I'll just plot it, whether it is a linear one or not. So what do we say? Now it is a linear, as well as the slope is a rising one, means it's a positive. So we can say the output voltage is in phase with the input voltage. And that's why we can say, and the gain is coming out to be 50, you can say 11. That you can check by taking the slope delta y by delta x. So you can check here for this different chain. Okay.